some more. You wanna try to beat the force. I wanna try to defeat the law. You wanna be with me, of course. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more? 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 Soul gonna rise when I leave this corpse. Show you look a piece. Wanna see some more?
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport, and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. First carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. This defense for the Bears, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Working out of the gun, Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And forget about finding a lane. Time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit him so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
Now a 3rd and 6. Here's Love. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. Give them 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the 1st as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Love looking to throw it. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing. Love. Incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And quickly out wide, this is Watson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Bears defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now, Charles, number 27 in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early, chip away at their timing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Packers! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. Looking to throw is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. The Bears at 4-3, a game over 500. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. There's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On play action, here's Williams. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
To throw, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Let's go now.
To the air, Williams. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Partner, I like the play call coming right after a tackle for a loss, because this is an obvious passing situation, but instead they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing is Williams. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Now a 2nd and 6. To throw now. Here's Love. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 61 yards. Now Love. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Love. He finds his man complete. It's Lloyd. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. First and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Let's go. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal. Jacobs again. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Packers go up by 2 touchdowns. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Love, they go play action now. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That's complete to Wicks. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. This a 2nd and 8. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Love from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. That's good. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
To throw, it's Williams. Flushed out right. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still fourth down. Here comes the Bears punter now. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
2nd and 9 now. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've got to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Lloyd powers ahead at the 45. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
In motion left, that's Reed. Second down, Jacobs once more. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And he is going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up 1 here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one. And in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. He gets that one complete to Wicks. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Love looking to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
They'll go play action here with Williams. To the right side and intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. That's taken in by Kraft. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hike it, 18. Let's go.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Trucks over him. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 75. And the Packers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Operating from the gun, Williams.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun, Williams.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Here we go, set.
Throwing again here, Williams. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready? Get up.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Go.
Looking to throw is Williams. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Ready?
To throw, Williams. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They'll go. Here's Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Bears' 1st down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. To the air, Williams.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Packers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Able to power through. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. Certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
The Packers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Love.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps for these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Jacobs is in. Touchdown, Packers. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 6. Throwing is Williams. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Here's Williams.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He'll get this off to Swift.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again. Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let...
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown.
Rome Odunze
from 17 yards out.
And the Bears are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. Oh, did the Bears get it? They did. Chicago football. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are 2 very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Operating from the gun, Williams. He's going to let it fly. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore, 53 yards.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 125 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Green Bay, the victory moves them to 7-1 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.